Hello, hello, hello. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Coach Wade's UAB Blazers Dynasty. The Dragonslayers are out in full force. Season number 7. Can't believe it has already been this long. We were hired in 2025 to take control of what had been a struggling college football program. And look, we have made major strides. There's still a ways to go. There is still a ways to go. We have 2 bowl wins to our name, 1 American Conference Championship to our name. We've yet to win the ACC, which we moved to after winning the American in 2028. And we've yet to make the playoffs. So it looked like it was going to happen last season. But we go in here. This will be a little helpful catch-up, exclamation point in Dynasty. You can kind of see we were the king of being runner-ups in season number 6. But now we're past all that. We are in season number 7. We have Coach Wade has upgraded himself. We have started to go down the talent developer tree. We are kind of leaning into our hopes, our aspirations to develop our quarterbacks, make them the best players they possibly can be. We have hired a key defensive coordinator, Manny Diaz. I believe he is currently the head coach of Duke. Fired unceremoniously in our sim. And I didn't think we actually would have a chance of getting him. And so he comes here. He is going to really help with the defensive recruitment. We had a good recruiter, but even more so, he's going to help as we stack some of these visits here as well. He has some good boosts in the tactician, too, for our defenders. And he's a good motivator. He also is helping a lot of our players get some of those off-season training boosts. Our offensive coordinator is also awesome for motivating, for raising some of our players' skill caps and abilities, increasing their XP as well. So we've got that's the staff that is looking to lead this team to some excellence in this year. We've fallen just short a few times. It has been quite maddening. We have set up the recruiting board. I'm gonna advance a week so you can see, and we're also gonna go into our schedule, our team, our depth chart, and I've decided also if you redeem, and I'll say this again, if you redeem your fire tokens and you want to rename a recruit, we're gonna go not only rename a recruit, but any current freshman, true freshman, not a redshirt freshman. If you want to rename any of them, and they haven't been claimed yet, by all means, go for it. I love the kind of custom names on here, as you can see. We have, our star quarterback, Troy Barnes of Community fame. It's going to be an open competition between him and Bernie Shipman for the starting job this season. We have a chat-named player, Tanner Bradshaw, who has star dev. He doesn't look like he's going to get the start this year, but just you watch out. I think he's going to be the answer for years to come. So we've had some more chat names in the past. Colby Donaldson has been a Blazer. He's got the history with Coach Wade. We've had Zendaya. We've had Poop Butt. So a lot of fun chat names. So just kind of was thinking about that as we start the stream here. We're going to advance the week. You're going to see who we have slated for week 1. I didn't actually schedule this. It was pre-scheduled. Thought about changing it, and then I said we don't run in the face of adversity. We dive in head first. So as you can see, it's week 0. This is what the schedule is going to look like. Team schedule. We're playing number 1 Texas. It looks like they're playing at us. It's actually a neutral site for the Aflac kickoff game. So that will be exciting. Then we take on our rival Memphis in the Battle of the Bones. Another key game we want to win. I kind of balanced. We had an FCS game. I thought about changing it. We haven't played FCS games a lot throughout the rebuild, so I thought about changing it, but then I thought to balance it out, to balance out number 1 Texas, let's get an easy game against FCS. We've got a road game against Pitt, who is ranked to start the season, a home game against number 9 SMU, and the rest of our ACC schedule, I guess we do play at Clemson. They're not ranked now, but that does not mean that will not also be a tough game. So we've got a healthy balance of games that should be winnable with games that look a little bit harder. Now, if we go into recruiting, there's going to be a healthy mix here. I think we can finally assign our hours. Looks like we can. So we're going to sort by national rank. Last season, we didn't actually pick up any 5 stars. This season, it's going to be different because there were a lot of 5 stars that looked at our school and they were interested from the jump. So we are going to aggressively pursue some of these guys. And I mean, some of these guys look phenomenal. Jared Freeman, a 94 speed, 96 acceleration, 93 change of direction, 92 agility cornerback, a freak athlete, the number 2 at his position, so there is one better cornerback, but we have the pipeline. Obviously, he would need to improve his coverage stats, but feel pretty good about him. DJ Tracy, a strong safety. They finally patched this so that safeties can get some speed, and you can see it here, 90 speed on the 5-star safety. We've got a 91 speed running back in Sidney Corbin. We're going to go down the list of these 5 stars, and we are going to start putting some hours into them. I'm not afraid of taking on the big boys at this point in the rebuild. We have some good grades. You might be saying, Clay Biggs, he's clearly a bust. Why are you going after him? I like the look of the abilities. He might not have the best dev trait. He's got that platinum recoup. He's got 3 mental abilities, including defensive line rally, and his stats look pretty good. High strength, decent speed, especially on the edge. So I'm not afraid. We're going to keep going down the list. We have a decent number of hours to go after these guys. I'm a little worried that if we go too heavy against these on these 5 stars, we're going to lose out on some of the 4 stars, but we have a lot more hours and we have a lot more sway now too. So there's a lot of potential here. There is a lot of potential. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, so we're looking to get these 5 stars, and then when it comes down to who do we go after from the rest, I liked the look, I believe, of Whitehead. He's got great throw power, not the best speed off the rip, but he's got great throw power, great accuracies, 6'5". He looks very nice. So we're going to send 50 on him early in the early going. Hepburn, we haven't had the chance to scout, so I'm not entirely sure how good he will be, but we are going heavily after Sidney Corbin. We're going after 2 wide receivers already. I want to make sure that we keep beefing up the defensive side of the ball. We definitely need defensive tackles. Josh Clemens is a gem. BJ Arma also looking fairly interesting. Mike Coker, we're going to have to go in and look. I think I actually am more interested in Cordell Watford with his 89 speed, so we're going to put 50 on him. And then we're going to try and get another one of these cornerbacks, because a lot of them looked quite good. All very good athletes. I think Legend Ozebo, great name by the way, I think he is probably the play, given that he's the fastest and he has 3 mental abilities. I think that is going to be huge for us as we look to build out this recruiting class. We were very successful in recruiting last season, and we're looking to kind of build off that success here. So we're going to see where we're at on a lot of these recruits when we advance to the next week. So I'm seeing a decent number of firsts, which is great, especially on the 5 stars. We are ranked number 16, and we're facing number 1 Texas to start the season. Our ratings are not actually that far behind them, which is most curious. But we want to take a look at some of these battles. Freeman, we're making moves on. Corbin also looks quite good. We're going to sort this by national rank. Tracy is in his top 8. I think we have shots on most of the players that we go after now, especially if we're putting 50 hours in from the jump. That doesn't mean they're all going to be wins, but I think that, you know, we have good shots clearly on all these 5 stars. Hello, Crossfire. Welcome in. Thank you for chatting, supporting the stream. I know you had your subathon recently. How did that go? I tried to stop in as much as I could. Appreciate you dropping by. Insane. I think you were in Baffle's chat the other night, and you were saying you were just... you couldn't remember the last time you smoked that much weed. Which, I remember you telling me some of the things that the chat has you do during those subathons. It sounds actually crazy. So many edibles, too. So many edibles, too. Oh, man. Sometimes edibles, man, in the past, they have not made me feel very good. So I don't envy you. I don't know how you can lock in on the video games when you're doing it, man, because I've seen you play. You have those juice sliders. You play very well in Heisman. Over here, not as good of a player. So I don't know how you do it, but it's quite impressive. And up to 95 now. Is that 95 in what time? 95 in what time frame? 95 hours? You lost to Oklahoma. Oh shit. 95 what? Oh, CPU sliders. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm still playing on the base Heisman sliders, and again, I'm not very good at the game. I'm okay. But I could use the tips to get better. We're just watching you, man. I mean, have you transferred schools yet? Again, I forget. I don't know how many schools you've been on so far. 54, 40. Oh my God, Kentucky. Okay. I didn't know if you were still at Kentucky. That is. Reading those words, 40 gummies in a chocolate bar, that's just, dude, 9 natties in 12 seasons. What's the secret? What's the secret to success? Is it cheese plays? Is it learning defensive concepts? How do you do it, man? How do you do it, man? Always looking for some tips. Gamecocks own Kentucky. Welcome, Tanner Bradshaw. Always take the open player. I do try and read the checkdowns. Make the right read. Appreciate it. Welcome back, Tanner. Use your playbook. I've been rocking with the default UAB. Last stream, one of the guys in my chat was saying I got to switch up the playbook. I've been reluctant because for some reason I'm like I want to win with UAB. But what kind of plays you got in the playbook, Crossfire? Or are you just gonna move some players around? I don't know if I need to if I need that for the realism, because at this point I'm getting a little frustrated at the lack of success. Tanner, we have we're currently redshirting your chat player in here, Tanner. We could move him to the 4 spot, but I want to keep him kind of for 4 years or 5 years of the redshirt. You play a certain way, so you... Okay, gotcha. Maybe I don't pay enough attention to those, because I feel like I'm just usually going for the guys that have us rated highly, that are in the pipelines, even for your O-line. What are you going after? Pass protectors? Yeah, future Heisman, Tanner. I don't know how you feel about the red shirt. I think it'll help him get to be one of the better players in the country. But he is on here. I was saying, Tanner, I don't know how many points you have, but if you have some more, opening up the rules a little bit, any freshmen, true freshmen that haven't been claimed, you can use some points, and they boosted raw strength. I did see that. I have, if you look, this center, I wasn't sure he was going to develop. Raw strength, now he's an absolute freak. He's got, I do auto progression just because I feel like it feels more realistic. I kind of like not having full control over how they develop. Irvin in one offseason gained 4 abilities. He boosted up like 8 overall. I used to avoid them like the plague. Cracked. You're going to switch off auto? I go back and forth because manual would be really fun. Turn the penalty down. Yeah. You want full control. I go back and forth because I feel like it'd be fun to build a team of players that fits the play style. I really like... Yeah, no, dude, I like the control, man, but it's... For me, it's... I like the randomness that comes with it, too, because sometimes, you know, guys just come out of nowhere, and I'm like, well, I guess you are the best player in the wide receiver room now. So I kind of like that randomness a little bit. We are going to put Hills in the slot. Is he already playing in the slot? Let's see. Yeah, he's already in the slot. Okay. Okay. And who's the third down running back? Veal. Okay. So we've got the depth chart kind of set up. We're going to take on Texas in the first game of the season. Number 1 Texas. It's going to be crazy. Crossfire, this was our best player last season. Might not look like it, but he's a freak. Sticky Trey Nicky. Won the Mackey. 90 speed at tight end is insane against almost all these linebackers. Mismatch like every time. His skill caps suck though. That's the unfortunate part. That's why he's got 11 skill points that he's not used. But yes, our biggest kind of debate here is the kind of quarterback controversy. First year Colorado was awful. I had 4 corners. Game 3 we had a dude break his hip. Oh my, dude, that's been me with our running backs until this year. We've had 3 or 4 running backs the entire probably last 3-4 years, and that's not a position that you want no depth at. Who ended up playing? Did a safety kind of just roll over for you? Because hip, that's got to be out the whole season. Hip, collarbone, most knee tears too. So the real question is, in this first game, do we start Bernie Shipman or do we start Troy Barnes, the elite dev sophomore? Who's your best true freshman? I think the best, let's see. I think the best true freshman, it might be Bland or Bradshaw, although they're not going to get a lot of time. We had... Cool. Thank you, Crossfire. Appreciate it. Wolf and Babcock, they're pretty decent. We don't have... We honestly... We didn't recruit any 5-stars, so nobody's coming in with crazy high overalls. And really, the big dogs that we've gotten that are new on the team this season, Chad Spicer, stole him from Alabama, which is funny being at UAB. Learned this yesterday, used to be a satellite campus for Alabama. Obviously now under its own wing now. We stole Chad Spicer. He left the big capital A Alabama to come to UAB. So he's our big ad. But honestly, a lot of our best players, Forston is very good on the edge. James Forston, he's a star dev. I can see him playing a big role. Kostrewa, also very good on the defensive line. Another star dev with some abilities. So Tanner, to answer your question, I'm more excited about some of the guys that are coming back. JJ Smith looks awesome. Baked Taco, thank you for the raid. Wow. Hello. Welcome. All these first-time chats. Baked Taco. Welcome, welcome. Wow, thank you so much for the raid. I want to figure, how do I give a little shout out here? These emotes. These are so funny. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Baked Tato. I don't know why I call you Big Taco. Big Taco. Apologies for that. Big Tato, thank you so much for the raid. I'm still fairly new to streaming. Would love to give you a little shout out though. So once I figure out how to do that. Okay, you know what? Shout out Big. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thanks, Crossfire. I'll give you the follow. Thank you so much. We are about to start Season 7. Was just talking with Crossfire about our woes here. This is Season 7 with Coach Wade. If you're looking for the excellent gameplay, Baked Taco. You know what? I didn't say my skills were in reading. So, appreciate the raid. Wouldn't say the skills are in reading. Would also not say the skills are in reading the defense either. But we are going to get ready to start our 7th season, and we're going to take on Texas. It's better because all we do is troll him. Well, I'm happy to help. Baked Taco is fine. Baked Taco. Okay. Okay. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Well, now you have a new name in the arsenal. You have a new name in the arsenal, and I'm happy to provide the fodder. So how we do it here, I don't know how. I still owe you a raid from me, but there's a raid in the meantime. Thank you so much, Crossfire. I really appreciate it. Still getting into this streaming game, but it is so fun meeting other people in the community, and just so cool. We're gonna have to make that little channel commands too, at some point. Baked Taco. So let's get into some gameplay. We start how we do things here. We start things first quarter. We play offense only. Second quarter, we play the moments. Third, fourth quarter, we'll play full game. Don't expect the highlight reel moments that you might expect from some of the other streamers. I'm not quite as talented, but we'll have some fun here. We'll have some fun here in the 7th season. Let me know if you need help. I've learned quite a bit over the last year. I always appreciate your help, Crossfire. Really, really appreciate it. Expect a shutout. Keep up the grind. Thank you for the bitch, Dry Cactus. You're always welcome in the Baked Taco community. I will check out the Baked Taco community after this. Thank you for the bitch, Dry Cactus. Really appreciate it. Burger King's still here. We're playing in the Aflac kickoff game. Huge game for us here at UAB. I'm learning to keep up with this fiery chat. There's lots of things you can spend your channel points on. We're really big on the storylines here. You're gonna make her tweak. Whopper girl. All right, we're starting on offense. We've had a little bit of a quarterback controversy here at UAB. We have our senior quarterback, Bernie Shipman, our elite dev 5-star freshman in the wings in case he makes a mistake. Let's get into it. Just take the little check down. Go Texas, go UAB. Serenity, whose side are you on? I swear if I see the CPU, I'm not going to be happy. We've got a new running back that we want to try out in Veal. Team Texas for real. Well, you know what, iJackdo? You have the right to your own opinion. Our tight end. Unis are clean. These are my favorite UAB unis. Checking down to Sticky Trey Nicky. Won the Mackey last season. He is our true weapon at tight end. You're on the side of football. Very funny. Trammell Hills, another weapon for us. Crispy route runner. We're just kind of moving down the field. I've learned a lot playing on Heisman this year. Was previously an All-American guy. Took the leap this season. They're sending the blitz. Veal should be open on the Texas route. Moving down the field here early. Thank you again for the raid. Super cool. Cubs fan, yeah. Can you see my 2016 World Series shirt? It's got all the... I'm from Chicago. It's got all the names of the World Series winning team on the back. Sticky Nicky drops the ball. I've got, probably 20 Cubs hats in the closet over there. Huge Red Sox fan. You love Hawaii and Virginia Serenity. GS Breezy. GS, who is your favorite Red Sox player? The Cubs have been making me incredibly sad of late. We're just checking it down. Duran. Got any trick plays, coach? We'll go with the jet touch pass, but I need Crossfire. I might need you to send me over that playbook. Duran goat. Duran's been on my he's been on my fantasy team this year. That's not going to work against Texas. That's not going to work against Texas. The Lord's playbook, someone calls it. Oh, we sneak it in. Mike White, our junior field goal kicker, also a chat name player. He doesn't care that it's a red bar. Duran does nothing but sell my home run parlays. He has sold my fantasy team 9th out of 10 this season in fantasy baseball. Playing the offense only. It gives, it takes. We do it only through the first quarter. Those extra base hits go crazy. Why was he plus 300 then? The Cubs have been selling any parlay that I've made. FanDuel also on Tuesdays when they have that boost, they always lower the overall ratings on the parlays anyway. Ezekiel, Red Sox nice 14-1 win against the Astros. If the Red Sox play the Brewers in the near future, can you tell them to beat them? That would be much appreciated. They drop back into coverage. Just find the easy check down. I'm trying to do that a little bit more. Crossfire. MLB so buns. Tanner, you're not a big fan of MLB? I love it when the Cubs are doing well. Getting a run with Bernie, getting down. College baseball is where it's at. Your buns in MLB. MLB, the show, used to be the only game that I would play for probably about 3-4 years. Never really streamed it, maybe once or twice. Just get those out routes. College football guy. This game, weirdly enough, has gotten me more into college football. I don't think I ever really understood the pageantry. I went to Northwestern, so if you know anything about Northwestern, it's the nerd school in the Big Ten. So the tailgates were not at the level of some of the other programs. I have been to the Big House. That is a crazy stadium. Go Blue. Yeah, my parents both went there, so I was raised a Michigan fan. But man, and there was that stretch where Michigan was losing to Ohio State like every year, and I think this was like 2013 was one of the years that they actually won it. Oh my God, fumble. I'm from Ohio, but it's always been fuck Ohio State till I die. So I jacked out. How do you, if you're from Ohio, How do you determine if you're an Ohio State fan or if you are anti-Ohio State? What's the dividing line for people from Ohio? Like, do you wait? Because I have a friend. He didn't even go to Ohio State. He's from here. He's from Chicago, and a lot of his family went there. So he's the biggest Ohio State fan you ever did see. And I'm just really not sure, how you figure that out. You went to Bowling Green. Do you play with them in college football 26? Because if I were you, we're in the second quarter. Okay, we're going to play this drive and then go to the moments. I like to keep them a little bit quick. I like to get through the seasons a little bit faster. Went to UMass. Okay, Western Michigan, then South Carolina. Went to UMass. My family are Irish fans. I quit college when Madden dropped. I've been watching some streams. I've been watching some YouTube videos. I still don't know how I feel about it. It's got some of the bugs that make me mad. I mean, the Bears also, it's always our year until the season starts. And then suddenly it's not. Tramel Hills, deep shot, he's not going to get that. You're buying it when that Twitch checks hits. Crossfire, who are you looking to? Are you going to do online? Are you going to build, do franchise? What do you like to do in Madden? I always like to do franchise, but I don't like it as much as Dynasty, because I liked in Dynasty you get like your limited windows with your players. You're taking Dan's job. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. You went to the Notre Dame Indiana playoff game? That is sick. That is sick. Honestly, I think that is one, people have their takes about the expanded playoff. I think the home playoff games are unmatched. They're unmatched in the NFL. They looked so cool on TV. I can only imagine what it was like to be there. What was it like on the that was the game with the 98-yard touchdown run? Yeah, or am I thinking of a different game? From Jeremiah Love? Yes. People who don't like I feel like there is a limit to expanded playoffs. I think we shouldn't just keep expanding them. Yeah. I saw that highlight. I think it was in some, preseason mock draft prediction like the other day. Where it is now, I think it's a good balance. 8-team. It's 12-team now. It's definitely 12-team now. But I mean, the Big Ten, they want, those auto bids for Big Ten teams in the SEC. I was like, there is 12 teams. And we're just not getting into the end zone when we're in the red zone here. A little irritating. I'm too locked in on chat. Not locked in on the gameplay. That's okay. We don't make excuses. Needs to be 12-team and take off the conference leader rule. Big Notre Dame fan. Maybe we'll Ohio State to the wire. Yeah. Well, I was never rooting for Ohio State, so in that one, it was probably the first playoffs where I would say I watched most of the games. And honestly, call me a filthy casual. That is what I am. Large part of it due to how much this game kind of got me into it. All right, we're going to go to key moments through the second quarter. See where it takes us. We're up 13-7. Doesn't need to be automatic bids. I'm fine with automatic bids for the winners of the different conferences, but I don't think we need to expand it. Tickets to the 10,000. That's actually crazy. All right, we're scrambling. Bernie does it with his legs. Bernie Shipman, our beautiful senior quarterback. We're going to see where we're at in the third quarter. I usually run this through the second, fourth quarter, especially in ranked games, tight games. We play full games. And that was not a good read. Not a good read. All right, 52-yarder with Mike White. Got to lock in. We were in Louisiana when the crazy dude... Oh. Yeah, that was pretty horrifying. That was right on Bourbon Street, yeah? All right, come on, Mike. Oh, an absolute beauty for Mike White. He doesn't have the leg. He doesn't have the leg. Oh, man. 88 kick power isn't as far as it used to go. I forgot the predictions. I know. I tried to max it out. Thank you, Dry Cactus. You're right, Tanner. I usually run a prediction before every game. We'll do, I mean, depending on what the game is, we'll do win or loss. How far was that? That was a 52-yarder. Mike White, he's been a team legend for about 3 years now, but he's maxed out his kick power, and it's sadly stuck at 88. Defense needs our help. Oh boy, was hoping to get far enough that everybody would not have to see me play defense, because this will be a tough watch. We've got Soro lurking the outside. You made a 66-yarder. How much kick power do you have? I mean, we're on the default settings, the default Heisman settings. So I don't know. I know the computer makes freakishly long kicks very often. Oh, we try to light him up. And this is the gameplay you come for. This is the gameplay you stay for. All right, in the third quarter, tight game. We might play this all out. Maybe we'll go to offense only again. 12-mile-per-hour winds and like 93 kick power. Gotcha. So wind aided. I wanted to go to the OSU. Isn't that game, IJack? Isn't that game like that's like 300 for a regular season game? If I remember correctly, it was really expensive. I can't wait to watch that one though. That one should be really good. Red zone alert. I think what we're gonna do is the sim defense has really been awesome. Ball-Alexander, I believe. Welcome, Ball-Alexander. Got a big raid from Baked Tato. You were waiting for me to say Baked Taco again. Fool me once. You'll probably go to the bars in Columbus for it. Taco. Hey, look. I did not say reading was my strong suit. You know, chat, that's kind of smelling like a recruit name to me. I don't know. I don't control those things. I just put those ideas out into the ether. No, I'm glad you said it. It's his new name. Could be a recruit's name, too. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Recruit, true freshman. He won't hear the end of this, I promise. Well, don't bully him. Don't bully him. But... you know, he was kind enough to raid us here. I appreciate it. If he takes it all in good fun, I'm happy to contribute to the fun. We're playing all offense. I'm just so happy you have not seen me play defense. Well, you saw a little snippet of it. We gave up the touchdown. That is what you can expect here. Trammell Hills gets open. Baked Tato, best punter in the world. Who says no? Who says no? How many chips you have? Oh, God. Ball-Alexander, maybe you want to answer that one. Ball-Alexander has sat through some truly miserable seasons with us. IJack, this is you're not going to like this answer. The answer is 0. The answer is 0. We throw for content here. That's what I tell myself. Nice catch from the running back. Yeah, he's new from the transfer portal. Clearly hands of gold. 0. Yeah, yeah. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, chat. Let's hear the boos. The Blazer faithful are impatient with Coach Wade for sure. They didn't see the run on 3rd down coming. I knew it. 0. Did you see any rings on these fingers? Heisman isn't easy. Thank you for trying to make me feel better, but you know, it is. Try to get it. There is no shot. There's no shot that is an interception. Alexander, thanks for the belief. Alexander has been with us. He just won a race in F124. I have a friend who was saying he loves that game. I've always held off on watching Drive to Survive because I know if I add another sport to follow to the roster, how is this intercepted? That's freakish. All right, once we get to the 4th quarter, we're playing the full game. We're in the 4th quarter. We are going to go to let's just go to Super Sim and make sure we're in play. Play full game. Okay. So Serenity, yeah, I have a friend. I've been holding off on watching Drive to Survive. I know that would get me into F1. It's gotten everybody I know into F1. But if I follow another sport, I will never have time to keep up in my life. I'm already following baseball, football, the Premier League, soccer. Go Everton. I know Alexander won't like that. He's a Liverpool fan. But if I add F1 to the roster, it's going to be dicey. Oh, that's not the read. That's not the read there. 4th quarter, first game of the season, the Aflac kickoff game. No rings as Chad is bullying me into revealing. Throwing in, and that's a horrible read. A horrible read. You never no. You sometimes you walk alone, Alexander, and sometimes you got a bunch of friends in the chat to help you out. Watch you throw just horrendous picks. Logging on tomorrow for your free stuff. I haven't really tried a lot of cut. Come on. How are we letting that? There's like 4 defenders in the area. All right. Let's press. All right, stop him on the goal line. Levon Luis, 19 for 141. We've been destroyed on the ground. Absolutely destroyed on the ground. Usering Soro again. I think they're gonna run it. RPO cooks us. Tie ball game. Won't be able to hide behind the CPU sim defense anymore. We've given up 2 of the 3 touchdowns. Am I dodging the CPU offense? No comment. Just here so I don't get fined. All right, let's go. Trammell Hills, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I don't know too much about the cut stuff, but if people have fun with it, you know, by all means, get after it. We're just trying to get something going here. Gotta lock in here, though. This is. I don't know if this is the call here. I want to audible to passing concept here. And just the reads are not there. The lights are getting bright. Coach Wade not locking in. Send the blitz with the corner. Angel is open. We get the first down. I think the goal here, chew some clock. Chew some clock. And obviously try and take the lead. Now, secret team, a competitor is trying to recruit me. Should I listen or stay with my team? Loyalty. Stay with your team. Stay with your team. Ride with the team, Serenity. Crossfire, are you enjoying watching me struggle? Texas route, running back. Let us smash our pool noodles. I was like, Crossfire, is this one of your emotes? It is. It is. I love it. Trammell Hills, and that's just... Corner's just waiting. You come to watch the collapse. You come to watch the collapse here. All right, finally we stopped that running back in the backfield. 20 for 138. Loyalty it is. You know, we've been loyal to UAB. Honestly, I was going to say we've been loyal to UAB. UAB, oh no, the zones are getting flipped. UAB has been loyal to us even though we have not delivered. Linebacker drags him down from behind, but that's a huge gain. Auto, keep using auto flip. What is happening? Call the play. Oh, and team is out of position. God, if I ever could understand, I wish I could play defense, to be honest, on a lower level, and offense, well, maybe offense on a lower level, but we're committed to the challenge here. Oh my God. My agent said I should ask for a raise in a boat. You deserve a boat, Serenity. Loyalty is good. Loyalty is good. Need an upgrade on the playbook. That's what Crossfire was saying earlier too. I know you mentioned that last stream, Alexander. But the defensive playbook? I mean, Texas coming back, showing us why they're the #1 team in the country. UCF's for offense. All right. What do we need to do to take control of this game? Fiend is blasting in the speakers. Run for a rushing QB. We don't really have a rushing QB. Alexander redeemed. Jet and Jalen call a jet touch pass. All right. You know the drill. Although, Alexander, be careful what you wish for. Angel not nearly as fast. Jalen Robinson was a 99 speed receiver we had last year. He was a one-year wonder in the portal. Oh, if you got a pocket passer, Texas has a great pass. Okay. Our quarterback options have like 80 speed. I mean, the jet touch pass. Alexander, we went with the redemption. Wasn't the play. Wasn't the play. We don't really have the speed of wide receiver. Not the same without Robinson. I know, but we keep it in as a channel redemption. I know you've loved that one in the past. Oh boy. Oh boy. Gotta punt it here. This is... Anybody have any Formula One questions? I think I know more about Formula One having never watched it than clearly college football. Usering dog here. They play fake, play action. It's just the defense is not there. NASCAR over F1. I could see it. Cannot catch a cold. We've played so much worse since taking over on defense. But we have to figure out some way to come back here. If anyone knows how to play defense, chat, I'm taking any and all suggestions. Pressure's got to get home. Play action, bootleg with crossing routes. You know that Serenity. Take any suggestions from the chat. Any suggestions from the chat. Come on, come on. Stream Elements, now's not the time. Well, I suppose chat could redeem some tokens and call some better plays than clearly I am capable of doing. Play action's killing me, but the pass rush finally gets home. Defense, I would use the Tampa 2 man blitz. Oh, no. We'll use some simulated pressure. I don't know if you meant, because Tampa 2 is a zone defense, if I remember correctly. Maybe the simulated pressure will get home. Played the ball. That worked. We didn't give up a touchdown. You're telling me there's a chance. Thought I was tripping. Do you think you were tripping because Tampa 2 is the zone? Tampa 2 the zone. Yeah, Tampa 2 man. Okay. I was a little confused. Didn't know if I was tweaking. I mean, you can run some Tampa 2 blitzes. We can't just go for it all. We can't just go for it all. Okay. I say that. I see the press coverage. I mean, Angel just doesn't have... You can zone and man with the blitzing linebacker. Scrambling out of here. We can't... I mean, I don't know why I think we can escape the pocket against Texas. That's not a realistic expectation. Texas stunts. Texas stunts. Okay. Sticky Nicky just getting drilled. We are in hell, chat. We are in hell. And the devil is Texas itself. We're going up for the aggressive catch. Sticky Nicky, huge catch. I try not to click on, to be honest. I like to see how the RNG gods will go, but I wasn't letting that happen. Our John Mackey Award winner with the excellent play. They keep dialing up heat. I didn't see anything. Bootleg moves the line with the QB. You know what? We will learn all these helpful things from chat. We are not running into this. We're going to learn a lot of these helpful chat things when we're not playing the #1 team in the nation. Let's go for the Texas route. Let's get in the hurry up. Let's get some pacing. Let's get some pacing here. Keep cooking it. Looking to call Tramel's number. I don't mind just going short, picking up the first down there. We've thrown it almost 40 times in this game, or almost 50 times, excuse me. That's too much. Take the check down. Take the check down. We're kind of rapidly running out of time. I'm trying not to use any of the timeouts. May need to. Veal's tackled in bounds. Not ideal. Can we come back here? They stick to that one. We have some time. The ideal is to score 7. Isn't Tampa 2 per se? It's cover 2 with man and blitz. Forgot the name. I'm not sure. I'm, as you can probably tell, not the best guy to ask. Veal, 3rd and inches. Let's get another play off. Come on, come on. An Angel. We might be able to get another playoff before the 2-minute warning. Oh, I don't think we're going to get this off. No. Okay, so 2 minutes, down 10 for all the glory. We really have to score. I mean, do we go for the... Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have to score first. I was going to say, chat. Trammell Hills, he's going to find his way into the end zone. We're down 3. Do we go for the onside, chat? Or do we kick it deep and pray the defense holds? I'm not sure. Kick deep. Kick deep. Okay, Tanner. Kick it deep. I'm nervous. I don't believe in my my defensive ability, but you know what? Powered by chat, maybe we have a chance. We have a dream. It's 4 down linemen. Believe. Stop him. That's a huge, huge play. You don't call... Oh, well, I called a timeout early. I want to... Tanner, I'm curious. Why don't you call a timeout till after second? I feel like you want to conserve as much time as possible. Oh, they do pass there on the RPO. Calling another timeout. This play decides the game here. Because if they get the first down, it'd be cooked. I mean, that is kind of the idea. First down, we're cooked. No! That's going to be the ball game. Damn, chat. I mean, call the timeout. What's new? Another heartbreaker here for UAB. God. Alexander, Tanner Bradshaw, they know. God, I feel like we find ways to lose games by 3 points simply too frequently. Simply too frequently. Man. And once again, whenever I play defense, I play worse. Now I need to look at some of these also my TV is still on. Hold up. Turn that off. I need to look at some of these chat tips. Got to win out. I mean, Alexander, I don't know if it's that dire. This was the #1 team in the country. You got to try this play I found in the UCF playbook. Maybe it is time to change the playbook. I'm considering it. How fast are your DBs and linebackers? Fairly fast. We'll take a look at the depth chart after this. I want to say they're all, high 80s speed. We had no running game to speak of. Veal, our new transfer junior, Juan Veal, 9 for 43 on the ground. Stokes, 6 for 27. I didn't even really process Bernie's stats. 37 for 53. We're throwing too much. For only 296 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. We need to be a little bit better than that. Veal also leading the receiving room. That's not ideal. Go to free practice and try it out. I don't want to suggest something to not work out for you in a game. You know what? It's okay. If it doesn't work out in game, maybe we try practice. I don't think that's the most entertaining content. Is me getting shelled the most entertaining content? Maybe. I like to imagine chat screaming at the, at whatever, if you're watching on your monitor or you're watching on your phone, your iPad, whatever. Oh my God, X was so wide open, B was so wide open. Well, I'm blind. I can't make reads. Add plays to playbook, no negative. Okay, I mean, I haven't messed around with that part of the game too often. Sticky Nicky, 8 for 75. He was great. Defensively, Dante Isaacs, 2 TFLs. Carlos Shields, 2 TFLs. Anthony Vildor, first 5-star we ever recruited in our program's history. He gets a TFL. Charles Johnson with 1 as well. Only 1 sack. I mean, it's Texas. This is going to be one of the tougher teams we play all season. Still feels like that's when we should have gotten. Practice does help. I'm not saying it doesn't help. I just am always like, do people want to watch me go into practice and mess around? That feels like something I should do in my own time. Serenity, to your point, this is kind of what you asked about the DBs and the linebackers. So JJ Smith, I mean 89 speed, 90 excel. Terrell Crumpler, I mean excellent name, but he's a little bit slower. Dylan Dog, our middle linebacker is slow. We're really focusing on that in recruiting. Your gameplay is better than mine on offense. The one thing I try not to do is just start dropping back in the pocket. I know some people do that, but if I'm going to get sacked, I'd rather lose 4 yards than 10. So that's the one thing I feel like I'm a little disciplined about. Everything else, take it or leave it. Corey Soro, 90 speed, 95 excel. So we've got some pretty fast linebackers. Cornerback, little slower. Matt Fallon is 93 speed. You're looking up the play real quick. Thank you, Tanner. Anthony Vildor, he's a 90 speed. There's some guys. Ball Alexander, I know you love the recruiting bit of this. There was some this cornerback, Jared Freeman. He looks like a freak. 94 speed, 96 excel, 93 change of direction, 92 agility. Don't look at the coverage stats; those don't exist. Freak athlete. Yeah, we put a lot of 5 stars on the board. There was another, I think it's the safety down here. DJ Tracy, also insane from a kind of just pure athlete perspective. Gap blitzing on standard rundowns may help. Okay. You know what, Chad? If half of you leave, that's cool. I'm just gonna open up practice for a second here. I do need to learn some things. We'll just do normal practice. I'm gonna learn a thing or two. Just 1 or 2. Then we'll get back to the regularly scheduled action. We'll play the next week's game. We'll do the recruiting and all that. I am curious. How do I want to get to the defensive side, flip sides. That didn't seem to do anything. Gonna be honest, I'm kind of a little bit like Allen Iverson when it comes to practice. Talking about practice. QB crack sweep. It's a QB run. Chat, how do I... I keep kicking flip sides, not working. How do I play on defense? Am I tweaking right now? Like if let's just call a random play. Okay. Man blitz, I don't know. Run a play first. I'm an idiot. But I want to go on the defensive side of the ball. Okay, well... Chat, I have no idea how do I switch sides of the ball? How do I do it? Oh, there we go. Thank God. Oh, they snapped it immediately. Give me some time to make some adjustments, man. Okay. So if I'm, you're telling me gap blitz. So is that just, calling your standard man blitz with linebackers running up the gaps? Is that all we're talking about here, Serenity? Am I missing something big that I need to be doing in the adjustments period? I'm trying to watch more stuff in between the streams to get a little bit better, but am I missing something? Like defensive line, we pinch. linebackers. Supposed. Like, are these the kinds of things we're talking about here? What you know about that Tampa 2 man? You know, if we had run more Tampa 2 man, perhaps we would have beaten Texas. Okay, I get the general idea. I'm sorry. I want to enjoy practice, and I should like practice, but the only real practice that I can find is the game itself. Okay, so we're learning things aplenty here in the chat. How do I add a play to the playbook? Gap blitzing between the guard and tackles. Okay, so it was kind of how I figured out. I still need to get better at the adjustments and that kind of stuff. But, okay, that makes sense. How do I add a play to the playbook? Do I need to, like, go and make a whole custom playbook? Because I can't, can I just add one to the UAB playbook? Is that allowed? Exposing me here, chat. These are things I usually say. I gotta leave. I gotta leave and go to a fresh... Where do I even go? Is there like a custom option? Am I tweaking here? Is it not in this Dynasty screen? I'm seeing all these generic options. Oh my god. Please tell me that doesn't save. Does that save? Oh my god. What were we just set up in? Oh my god, we were in the 4-2-5. You're indeed tweaking. Alright, we're going back to UAB. The linebacker blitz to the B gap. Okay. Thank you, Coach Chat. Thank you, Serenity. Thank you, Tanner Bradshaw. I like the commitment to improving the squad. Interesting. So you said UCF is I kind of like how there's honestly fewer formations. It might sound weird, but UCF against the nobody school. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll keep UAB. Who do we play next? Oh, I don't know if we can do it next. Because next we play our hated rivals, Memphis. Chat, can I get a everybody hates Memphis? I don't know. Some form of your disdain for Memphis. Sorry if you went there. I mean, we hate them with a passion. All my homies hate Memphis. Thank you, Tanner Bradshaw. I mean, that's the only rallying cry that we accept here. All my homies hate Memphis. Is just, if you're new here, our hatred, obviously they're a real life rivalry, but our hatred really started when first year they broke our star running back's collarbone, and it just kind of, it became personal from there. They broke the collarbone in the Battle of the Bones, so it felt a little too on the nose. And ever since then, we've just, when we used to be in the American with them, so we couldn't set the date. Now we left them behind the American. We went to do bigger and better things in the ACC, and we just hate them. We hate them every time we play them. We get up for this game. I did give them a little benefit. For like 3 years in a row, we played at Memphis. The game just wouldn't switch the site. But so we scheduled the last 2 years at UAB. I decided to give them a home game. I was feeling a little generous. We're just going to do a quick check on recruiting. Not much you can do when it's still in the top 8. Once it gets to the top 5, obviously you can get a little bit fancier with it. But we're not in the top 5 on anybody yet. Only one guy has locked us out so far. What did you expect? Well, you know, I'm not going to repeat that. But I don't know. I don't know much about Memphis in real life. All I know is what I know about their virtual fan base, their virtual players. And it's It's enough to know that I don't like them. Now, chat, the real question is, how would you evaluate? Give me some honest feedback. You factor in my shortcomings here. They got fire food. That is true in Memphis. You see the Memphis safety that leaked their playbook yes, that was crazy. That was crazy. And I don't even think they got many fines or suspensions for that, or maybe the NCAA is still looking into it. And Glorilla. Yes, very true. Okay, so Chad, I need an honest assessment here. How did Bernie play in that game against the best team in the nation? Is it enough? Does he retain his starting spot against our hated rival Memphis? Or is it Troy Barnes' turn? Is it Troy Barnes' turn? Tanner Bradshaw, I don't know if I agree with that. I love plenty of rap. I'm not a big snob when it comes to music. I think you can find pretty much anything in any genre that you rock with. Just depends on how hard you look. Okay, so chat, is it Bernie or is it Troy? I'm tempted to start Troy. His accuracies really aren't that much worse. His throw on the run is much worse, and his throw under pressure is much worse. I'm torn. Barnes. Troy Barnes, chat. If you're not with it, if you don't understand the reference, you need to up your intake of the possibly one of the best sitcoms in the past 15 years. Start them both. I mean, they could both get work. We're going to give Troy the start. But yes, if you hadn't watched Community Chat, you are missing out. It's not a sitcom. Best comedy of the past 15, 20 years. It's in contention for best sitcom ever. That's for sure. That's for sure. So, not much to do in recruiting. Not much to do. Lagway Mertz situation. That is true. The funniest thing is, at least that seems to be resolved after... It's pretty much resolved at Florida now, right? It's just Lagway. I don't think Mertz is really... Lagway is just going to be the starter. Here, this was the entire story last season, and we've got the same story this season. So, we're still ranked. I'm going to grab some quick water. I'll be back in 1 minute. And then we will get into this. We need to pummel him into the ground. Alright, we are back. You'd also recommend finding plays that get the QB moving left and right with the O-line. Thank you, Serenity. Appreciate it. Mertz, an old man. He's gone. For some reason, I thought he was a junior and not a senior. Okay, Serenity. This should be... I mean, it is a game against our hated rivals. It should be a little bit more... we're on the road. I don't even want to say it's going to be more chill. But... It should be at least a little bit more manageable to try some things out. Like we've been doing the past couple seasons, we're going to do offense the first quarter, moments second, see how we're doing in the third, and then depending on how it's going, we'll do full game in the fourth. Keeps it kind of moving. I like to get through the seasons a little bit quicker. Leads to some disastrous sim results. But, you got to build up the team on the back end too. And honestly, I probably hurt us more than I help us on the defensive side of the ball. Loading into Memphis here. Thank you for all the help, Serenity. Appreciate it. Always trying to get better. Always happy to hear some tips from the community. As long as football is played, it's all good. Predictions. Tanner, you're on it. We're starting the prediction. You got 5 minutes. We're doing a simple one. Win or lose. Oh no. Oh no, Serenity. It's not simply a prediction in the chat. I mean, you can predict in the chat, but put your money where your mouth is. Let's put some channel points on the line. Put some fire tokens on the line. You can redeem those for a bunch of fun stuff. Predictions are live. Just holding it for a second here so that, if you want to predict, you saw the last game. You saw the skill level on display. But this is a rivalry game. And truly, from the bottom of my heart, I don't know if I'm just too immersed in the UAB lore now, but I really do hate Memphis, and I really want to beat them. So you've got 4 minutes, 20 seconds. You can, if you want to see how the first drive, maybe first 2 drives go on offense, be my guest. But put your channel points where your mouth is. Let's make some predictions. Do you believe in UAB? Do you believe in us to avenge that opening week loss? We're going to take our 3-yard runs. We're going to take those runs. We're going to lock in here. Oh my, do I hate Memphis. That linebacker, Santucci, that's a key offensive lineman at the right guard. Tommy Santucci going down for us. That's tough. 3rd and 5 early. I only go to Memphis for Central Barbecue. It's got to be some good barbecue. And Trammell Hills, one man to beat. He can't quite get there, but that's a huge gain on 3rd down. Huge gain on 3rd down. Ricardo Irvin comes in on the line. Actually, he's already on the line. He's our center. Maybe he shifts over. We've got a lot better matchups for our receivers against this Memphis team. Oh my God, that should have been picked. Should have been picked. We need to commit to the run. We can't go away from it. We went way too far away from it last game. Still have the RPO option. And I want to throw it. I want to throw it too often. Best barbecue other than... What's your favorite piece of... what is your favorite barbecue item? I'm a sucker for any sort of brisket. That's my go-to. How about you, Serenity? Troy takes off with his legs, and he gets that first down. That's a huge play. 1.2K on the line currently. 2 minutes to go in the predictions. You can see we're cooking. They drop back to defend Nicky. What a catch by Veal over the middle. If they're going to give us that space, we are going to take it all day. Brisket, super picky. Brisket, it cooks. Brisket is awesome. Brisket nachos. Just the sound of it, I'm in heaven. Screen pass blown up. Our screens have been getting blown up for, honestly, the past few streams. Love this play, especially with our speedy tight end. Wide receivers don't quite seal the blocks, but 3rd and 6. Let's take a second, call a play that's gonna get us in the end zone. We've got a lot of backers. I'm pretty much always looking Trey Nicky's way. Sticky Nicky can't hang on to the ball. Doesn't hold up to his name. Sticky Nicky doesn't hang on. We're going to go with this view here. I like it for the closer field goals. Still can't make it in. Oh my goodness. Selling for content. Selling for content. You've got to just slam that kicking arrow over. 20 seconds left to get your predictions in. Yeah, it's been brutal. Special teams is not usually where we have the issue, but it's not been good. And now the camera is messed up here. All right, back to the regular camera. Oh, they have us boxed. Troy's just out here scrambling. Mike White is a school legend, but he's had some shaky performances over the past. I mean, missed the 52-yarder where I don't know if the user input could have been all that much better. And that's just, it's not open, but not a good throw either. We're going to try and get Troy to do it with his legs. This is a pretty promising front to run into. Troy takes a hit. He gets 5 yards. I can't believe we don't have 3 points right now. Trammell Hills can't hang on. They want us to go for it. I don't know, chat. I don't know if I agree with going for it here. You know what? With the way Mike's been kicking lately, we will. Sticky Nicky gets the first down. Never a doubt, chat. Never a doubt. We always knew it was going to happen. This is some ugly football right now. This is some ugly football. We're going to go to the other side. I like the look a little bit better. Spin move. Juan Veal, starting running back. Tanner Bradshaw, you doubted. I don't know if the chat's just behind, but the decision to go for it was minutes ago. Maybe we got to pause. Maybe we got to give the chat more time to respond. That's just Angel had a step. Veal, we're going to substitute him out. They got a head. Chat delay is a couple seconds. Okay. Good to know. We're going to try a little play action. Nah, that dude's just slow. Oh, excellent play. Broken tackle. 3rd and 1. We are going to sit up in the chair, lock in here, chat. Simply have to score. I mean, down to the 1-yard line. You already know what we are going for. Soak it all in. Turning Memphis crowd noise up in the chat. Let's hear it in this rivalry. You've got to be kidding me. I mean, that should be a touchdown all day, every day of the week. Yeah, Troy gets in. Touchdown UAB. Yeah, clobbered. Yeah, Troy's been taking a beating. Luckily, we have 2 quarterbacks. Okay, well, we'll play this drive on offense. Then it's to the moments we go. Memphis goes down and score. Sometimes not even the sim defense can save us. I don't know how much I like this play. I also, outside of Nicky, I don't feel as confident. QB needs a doctor. That's true. Troy Barnes does need a doctor. We're just going for the short plays. Start it off. I like the look for the run here. Veal gets the first down. We're watching these safeties. If they bite down, particularly if that one on the left side bites down, we might have Hills on a good look. They have so many guys back in coverage. I'm locking into reads. I'm not seeing anything I like. We're still kind of figuring out who our wide receivers are that we trust. I don't just want to throw it underneath. I want to test them deep. But I don't think that's a recipe for success always. Is there anybody covering Ezekiel? Trammell Hills gets it on the out. I mean, Troy is really not pushing the ball downfield. B. I'm realizing there is the chat delay. Perhaps I need to wait a little bit longer. If you move, it creates different angles to throw into. You're saying move with the quarterback? Okay, come on, Veal. Follow the blocks. Okay. Troy crosses 100 yards on the day. Come on, Troy. Einstein. I'm going to assume that's sarcasm about my ability to read the defense. We're not pushing it down the field. Get this man in the NFL as a head coach. Hey man, I don't know if I know you're joking, but could I be worse than Matt Eberflus? Not you. Tanner Bradshaw, this play I probably abuse a little bit too much, but it's just too successful. A lot of the time. Sometimes it's not. Tanner's talking about you. Okay. Blood. Chat delay. I know. I'm just running into their asses. I'm kind of eyeing these reads here. That's just... I don't know if I need some Ben Johnson plays. If that means trick plays, then absolutely. Although Troy Barnes, greater than Caleb. Okay, that was overcooked to hell. We should have 16. We're going to go play options. That's what we do here. Second quarter. Red zone alert. Let's see. Can we see what the defense did to get us here? Oh, they just got the punt. And Troy Barnes with a 17-yard pass to Maurice Angel to get us down to the 6-yard line. Here in the battle for the bones. Let's cook. Veal, nobody touches him. Waltz is in for the score. He's motioning to the other members of the team. Look at that offensive lineman chugging, getting into the dance party. Ben Johnson's nothing compared to Serenity. Hey Tanner, look, Serenity at least trying to give me some advice. God knows I need it on the defensive side of the ball specifically. Offensively too. Can always get better at the game. 2-minute drill, get some points. Okay, now we're cooking. Again, the sim defense is cooked really for us. I don't really love this play. Got to get it off, and Trey Nicky drops it. It'd be horrible as a coach, just basic football theory. What are we dialing up here? Veal. goes down with an injury. Juan Veal's not looking great. Tanner Bradshaw, you're red-shirted 5th on the depth chart, but it could be your time sooner rather than later, given how often running backs get injured here. Switch up the play here. There's a lot of guys. Sticky Nicky. Put me in, coach. Moving the pocket when the O-line... Our O-line, actually, though, Serenity, is pretty good. Our O-line is pretty good. I mean, it could have just been that first game against Texas. We have a lot more time in this game. Checking it down maybe a little bit too much. Can we get that safety, that deep safety, to bite on the play action? No. Rolling out. Troy's going to go down. I meant to hit the hurry up. Ian Sticky Nicky. That's just overcooked. Not close. Not playing the best football. Still are going to go into the half with the 10-point lead, it looks like. That's not a good bounce. Not a good bounce. So I think we're going to let the moments cook a little bit more so we can just keep moving through the games until the 4th. What do you think, chat? I think if it's this close, if we score here, maybe not. Just waited too long to throw that. Waited a little too long to throw that. Troy has 71 yards on the ground. A lot of that has to be in sim. Because Troy has, I feel like he's not thrown that much with us. Sticky Nicky. Gets 6. Like a little quick unders. Also Louvre. Which feature do you hate, Tanner? Just trying to move around in the pocket a little bit. If I miss another 25-yard field goal, my God. See, look at how far everyone blitzing turns into the Kembe Mutombo. Oh, you were talking about the pass getting knocked down. Yeah, I won't say I love it if I had missed that one, but you see how far you have to flick that stick over? Okay. 4th down. Maybe we'll play the full quarter. They're going for it on 4th and 17. Wild how far it looks right when you kick from that angle. Yeah, it's quite interesting. Wow. They can't connect. Do we need to play the full game? To be honest, I mean, we're up 28-7. I kind of think we're 35-7. I mean, this game is basically over. Not a competitive rivalry at all. Oh, God. It messes up the next angle. I don't know. Maybe using the moments is a little cheese. I'm willing to accept that. But honestly, is it any cheesier than just cooking up some money plays? I don't know. Also, as we always say on the channel, the moments give and the moments take. So we have been, I mean, Ball Alexander, you know, there have been some games on this channel, before we started doing the offense to start the game and all that kind of stuff, there was one time I didn't get into a game until, I didn't get any moment until we were down 17 in a game. There was nothing there. We were down 17. Oh, see, and then it's not. Just play how you feel like. If you kick softer when you're closer, yeah, I should have read that one. Should have read that chat before I fired that one off. We're killing Mike White's field goal percentage in this game. This might be the last time we hop in on offense. Killing Mike. Yeah. Saw the blitz. Threw into it. I guess. We'll play a defense. Doing Mike White bogus here. That's your guy. I know that's your guy, Alexander. Yeah, I appreciate that, Serenity. How I like to play, I generally like to play a little bit more on offense just because I feel like I have a little bit better of an understanding. I like to play defense too when it comes down to it because I want to get better, but I like to see kind of the overall stories of our recruits, our kind of school legends progress. That's what we have. I don't think I've updated the command yet for 2020, 2030. But you've got, we kind of, this is what I love the most about Dynasty, honestly about college football. Seeing our players get drafted, we kind of use random generator to go in, pair them with the team, pair them with the time that they get drafted, or the pick they get drafted at. It's one. See, I'm so unfazed by winning the rack of ribs. I think it's our 4th year in a row doing it that I'm not even watching the presentation. But anyway, this is my favorite part, is seeing the guys that we bring in, we develop, become school legends, just kind of cook. That's my favorite part. I love that part of the game. So playing the games, I like moving through them. I don't like spending, like, unless it's a huge game. Spending like an hour on a single game, it's a lot. So I like to kind of keep it moving, see the recruiting. Maybe it's a little ADHD. Deontay Stoke, my God. 10 for 96, 9.6 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns. Troy Barnes, 11 for 69. Nice. 6.2 a carry on the ground. He picks up a touchdown. Juan Veal picks up a touchdown. Manny Addington even picks up a touchdown. Crazy. Troy, 28 for 41, 234. No touchdowns through the air. Receiving, Tramel Hills, 7 for 85. Again, no touchdowns for anybody through the air. Trey Nicky, 9 for 55. He's kind of a low yardage merchant in today's game. Nobody with really big games. Maurice Angel, 3 for 42. Defensively, we had to have eaten. 2 TFLs for Zeke Karoma, 1 for Sterling Nix. That was fun. We brought him back. He went into the transfer portal. We brought him back to finish out his career here at UAB. Zach Wren with a TFL. JJ Smith with 1 as well. And Zeke Karoma with 1.5 sacks. Corey Soro, he was awesome last season. I think he was to the nationwide all-freshman team. 2 INTs. Anthony Vildor. That might be his first INT in his career. Again, the first 5-star that we ever did recruit. 1 forced fumble. Yeah, I mean, full team game. We needed that after the Texas loss. Didn't really have to do too much in that game. Chat, I gotta close the prediction. Thank you to all of you who bet on win. It's wild that you still had that faith after the Texas game. But I know that, some of the longer watchers, they know we do win some games. Some fire tokens go out to Tanner Bradshaw. Alexander, I know you're always betting on those predictions. Trophy room. I mean, just look at all the ribs. Yes, Serenity. Enjoy those fire tokens. Spend them on... I was going to say don't spend them all in one place, but maybe you want to spend them all in one place. We've got the Bones trophy 4 years in a row. It feels almost meaningless to us now. But look at, I mean, we don't have very many real trophies. Why did you win 690? That's exactly how much you put in. But you should win more than that. I believe. I haven't had an issue with it being broken at any point before. I haven't had an issue with it being broken before. Alexander, you would know. You haven't had an issue with it being broken before. Let me know. If it is broken, I want to know. But I don't think that that's... Points spent, points... If I'm not... Plus 100 is... Plus 100 is what I get. Okay. Well, if you stick around to the end of the stream, I mean, I believe whoever we raid at the end of the stream, I'll also run another prediction for the next game that we're about to play. But if you stick around for the raid, I know that gives... I always like to raid somebody, kind of spread the love, share it, you know, pass it forward. Although, wait, maybe I didn't get anything this time. I need 400 more points. We'll keep saving up. I know if... Yeah, so if you stick around for the raid that we always do at the end of the stream, I try and... There's somebody we follow that's been super nice to us. We like to share the love. That also gives some channel points. So make sure you stick around when we do that. It's saying you spent 690. I'm looking at on my side, and you won 690. Huh. Has it always been like that, Alexander? I feel like you're winning. You would have told me earlier on if it didn't work. You would have told me earlier on. That's weird. Maybe I need to do more of a deep dive on how the predictions work, because I've been running them since we gained the ability to, and I'd always been under the assumption, under the impression that it worked. We are up to number 20 in the country. This week we have a bye week. We're gonna check out recruiting. We might get wild for the next one, because I know the next game that we're playing is an FCS school. It's always worked before. And what would happen before? Because, you know, sometimes we wouldn't have crazy prediction games, so I don't really know what the difference is here. The 5 stars, I will say, are looking pretty good here in the early going. DeMarcus Miranda, we can now do a hard sell on if we can figure it out, and that could be quite wise. He likes championship contender and conference prestige. Is there another one that utilizes both of those? Yes. But I think... I totally just missed it. It's this one. It's for sure aspirational goals. New phone, who this? Change the jersey number. Alright, Tanner. Who are you looking to change? Who are you looking to change? We can go to the depth chart. If you already have a player in mind, flag me. But I'm just going to go through recruiting, see who's in the top 5. And if they're in the top 5, we're going to try and do their hard sell. DJ Tracy, we are going to hard sell. QB. Now the real question is, which QB? Troy Barnes or Bernie Shipman? You want to change the senior or the sophomore? You got plenty of options. Legend Ozigbo. He's in the top 5 too. Barnes? Okay. What number do you have in mind, as I'm kind of just trying to figure this out here? He wants playing time. Let's see if we can figure this out. It's not that one. I wish I just default knew these more easily. The clutch, it could be. Or clocked in. Alright, we'll do 2 soft sells. The clutch or clocked in. Alright, so what are you thinking for Troy? 30. Okay. Well, you did redeem your channel points. There was no restrictions. May that be a lesson to me going forward. God, this is going to look horrible. A quarterback wearing number 30. Disgusting. Alexander, as the chatter who named Troy, how do you feel about his number going to 30? That is so ugly. He's gonna start a trend. See, that's a good attitude. He's gonna start a trend. Trendsetter. Okay, Troy Barnes, our quarterback, is now wearing number 30. How fun. Okay. We've kind of sorted out recruiting here early. We're going to have to take some hours off, free some hours up, and use them for visits. But we are playing FCS East this week. This was our balance for scheduling number 1 Texas as the first game of the season. I allowed us to keep the FCS game, which we normally would not have on the schedule. We're doing great on some of these 5 stars. DJ Tracy. Okay, we got his hard sell right. I mean, pipeline is tough. I think if we want him, we're gonna have to get him on. We'll try the UCF playbook. We'll do that, Tanner. We'll try it out. Might as well. Clay Biggs, he's in the top 5. We got to figure out his hard sell. He likes pro potential. Don't know much else. I know he's a bust, but trust. I think he's going to be good. Looks like it's between this one and this one. So we're going to soft sell this. And we're going to soft sell this. Good grades all around. Try the UCF playbook. Next, DeMarcus Miranda. Knew his aspirational goals. We might just blitz out and get him to sign early. Orson Foster. Gotta get him in. I feel like I enjoy recruiting. I like the players. I feel like I wish sometimes some of this stuff would be just a little bit more streamlined. Like, I know generally what I'm looking for. I think he's going to want to be a conference legend. Orson Foster, come on down. Josh Clemens, gap specialist. Championship contender. Like, I just wish they made it a little bit easier to kind of deduce this in a way that doesn't... He's definitely hometown hero. We don't have the best grades for that. Still better to hard sell. Legend Ozigbo. He likes clocked in. That is his hard sell. We need to free up some hours. We need to free up some hours, though, for visits. Because if we don't get some of these guys on visits, they're not coming. I know this one in my sleep. Some of them you can just tell what they're going to be without really looking into it too hard. Sean Doucette, he's out. Justice Bivens, he is out. I think we're gonna... Who are we really far ahead on? Watford was one of those guys that we were very far ahead on, so we might be able to use his 50 hours. I don't really want to take hours off any of the 5 stars if we have any shot at getting them. So we're going to take them off of Watford just for this week. And let's see who is ready for a visit and try and stack a bunch of complimentaries. One thing I did want to check just real quick, and then we'll get into a game, I promise. Some people love the recruiting. Some people, they couldn't be bothered. I try to keep it kind of balanced. Some people just like the gameplay. So we've got a bunch of boosts on the defensive side of the ball and boosts to complimentaries for quarterbacks and wide receivers, tight ends. For some reason, our coordinator went down this tree for kickers and punters, so hooray, Mike White. But we're really going to start with the defensive side of the ball, see if we can get some of those top defensive players in early. Because I think that those abilities are really going to help with recruiting. So let's see, who is ready for a visit? Who's fairly close? Clay Biggs is ready. He costs 25 to bring in. Orson Foster, complimentary-wise, Chat, do you remember if we go... If we go Foster, we'll have to bring him in against Stanford. We sell him on Conference Prestige. And then maybe we bring in... Is Tracy going to be a complimentary? Yeah, Tracy will be a complimentary. Bring him in. Conference Prestige as well. We only have 5 hours, so we might have to get a little creative. Josh Clemens, only a 4. So we're gonna try and bring this 5-star Biggs in. Also want Ozigbo. I mean, it's just tough figuring out who you want to pull the hours off of. Miranda, we have a decent lead. We're gonna pull 40 hours off of him. Maybe all 50. Biggs, we will bring on campus that week as well. He likes pro potential, so we'll have him meet alumni. And then I think we can bring in one more guy. Will it be Clemens? Mike Coker, perhaps? We're not really actively recruiting him, though. So it doesn't really make sense. I don't think we're going to get him anyway. Ozigbo we have 50 hours on. And he was very good. So we're going to bring in Ozigbo. That Stanford game becomes very big. And then, chat, who did I just take those hours off of? Miranda. We'll put his soft sell back on. And that'll be all for recruiting. We're going to switch to the UCF playbook. Just try it out. Try it out for a little bit here. It shouldn't be an issue against the FCS school. I think we should be able to, I don't want to say cook them with ease, but, you know, it is an FCS school. Wow, they are honestly kind of worse than I thought they were. We're going to go with the All Blacks. If you guys want, we can switch them up. I just think they look so clean. We're going to play offense only, honestly, until we stop having fun. But I'm interested to see what this UCF playbook looks like. I'm kind of interested to see how it plays. We've been running the UAB playbook the entire Dynasty, and so I'm curious to just get some new options. Oh, hold up. We got to run a prediction. Let's hope this one actually works. We'll run. Now, be careful, chat. Don't just automatically go the more. That's all I'll say. I'm just gonna play normal. I'm gonna play normal. You obviously have seen, if you've seen multiple seasons, if you just saw the last couple games, you've seen how we play. The prediction is total yards for both quarterbacks, because we might swap them up here in this game. Combined passing yards. What is it going to be? 400 or more, 399 or less. We are playing an FCS team. Troy Barnes wearing number 30 looks absolutely disgusting. I hate it. Okay, let's look at, maybe we look at some of these playbooks. Or look through this playbook a little bit. You got 5 minutes to predict. I can't promise success through the air, but we will see. Tramel Hills hangs on to it. I'm enjoying just kind of looking through this playbook a little bit. There's some fun ones here. Why Post Ohio? Angel doesn't really have the speed to burn him deep, but that's again against maybe a regular team. I don't really know. I don't know. I'm excited to just kind of flip through this playbook, see what I do enjoy. Like a little tighter. Try out that QB. Yes. Let's try out that QB run play. You better throw a lot. Oh my God, Alexander, what have you done? I warned you. Let me just say, I warned you. Yeah, let's find that quarterback run. Is it this QB wrap? Whoa, there's a ton of QB run options. What is the QB kneel, right? That's what you're looking at for Tanner Bradshaw, QB kneel. We can do that. It's not QB wrap. Okay, well, when I can cycle through again, but I'm curious. We're gonna run the wrap. Troy just took a big hit. Him wearing number 30, I didn't realize how much it was gonna bother me, but it definitely does. Zone, QB zone. I'll try another QB run. We're just kind of messing around here. No. Well, crack sweep. Okay. Troy's not... God, I'm listening to Tanner a little too much. I don't even... Oh, there's the crack sweep. All right, we'll run this one, and then we're getting back to regularly scheduled programming here. You got to bounce it all the way to the outside. Well, that would be nice if our offensive line could hold up against an FCS school, but apparently they cannot. Back to the air we go. Angel wide open. So no, not your fault. Not your fault. The offensive line, I've been praising them all stream today, and then they get an audience and they get embarrassed. All right, we're just throwing that one away. Didn't see anything I liked. We're not turning the ball over in the red zone. That's not happening. Not with our quarterback wearing number 30. It's Tanner, it's really so disgusting. It's so gross. I'm gonna love it, in a couple seasons, I promise, but right now I can't do it. Tramel Hills, he finds his way to the end zone for a touchdown. Cooking. We're on offense. Ooh, I like the look of this play. Halfback up the seam. Should have said like 34 or something. 30 is trash. I mean, it's got a certain aesthetic appeal. That was just not a great route from Angel, but he gets a big catch. Jet play action double post. It's kind of crazy when you play 6 seasons of a Dynasty with one playbook. They kind of really haven't been exposed to much else. Find Angel out here. I mean, it's FCS. We should be able to do red zone play action Z bang. Okay. We've got some fun ones in here. That's a sick play. Are you talking about the play? Well, now I don't know if it's the lag. Are you talking about this play or the play that we just ran? The play we just ran was pretty cool. Oh. We almost had it. Oh, little speed option. Yes, sir. Yes, please. Oh, Veal. Untouched into the end zone. The big gain one. Ooh, I'm having fun playing offense here. Interception. This is how it should be looking with this team against... See, here's the thing, Alexander. This is why I warned you. I don't know how many long fields we're even going to have against this team. But Troy, I mean, that's easy touchdown. You should have changed Tanner Bradshaw RB number 36 on a running back. I know, I should have. But that Tanner didn't choose to change Tanner Bradshaw's number. He chose to change Troy Barnes. And I'm not going to stop the man. Maybe we put in rules down the line, but at the moment we have no rules. Pure chaos. Very fitting for community. Oh my God, Sticky Nicky. It's just, it's funny because we haven't no rules anarchy. That is kind of our vibe. Those are our vibes here. We have no rules. Except be kind to each other. Don't be assholes. That's no fun. Oh, I totally forgot it was an RPO. I forgot it was an RPO. It is still the first quarter. It's so funny. I don't think we've ever played an FCS school in the entirety of the Dynasty. Let's see what fun plays we can cook up. I want to try this again. And if it doesn't work, it's on Tanner Bradshaw. Troy gets in easily. Okay, I said it was on you if it didn't work. Congratulations, that one's on you, it did work. We do want a stat pad. We're on offense. We are on offense. That's a home run play. Thank you for bringing it to me. You've given me that one. You've given me that that RPO to the flat that I really enjoy. Oh, I wanted Hills to if he beat that man, it was over. Tramel Hills, come on, baby. Second year. I mean, just kind of running with it. Usually running on second or short. It's either a loss of 2 or a gain of 30. Those sound like pretty good odds to me. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. Can't believe we threw a pick to FCS team. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then the defense gives up 7. Okay. Well, can't be perfect. Troy is not going to be perfect. We're just kind of scrambling out of here. The skin suit reappears. We've seen it so many times. Terrifying. Troy throws one deep. Can't make it. Can't make the play. I'm really trying to force it here. We're not really playing smart football. Don't know if I need to against an FCS school. It's stress-free playing. So, those of you who watch college football, what are you most excited? What game are you most excited to see as we start back up again here soon? Oh, Tramel Hills, just, I mean, burns him deep. Clemson, LSU. Oh, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. I know earlier in the chat we were talking about Texas OSU. Hope Clemson gets the break speed off them. Because we play them so much in the ACC here, I'm starting to dislike them more now too. I also think their silly aversion to the transfer portal makes almost no sense. You gotta adapt or die, as the saying goes. Dabo and his pet rock. We'll just go underneath here to Ezekiel. Troy Barnes has 238 yards here today. So maybe that prediction was too conservative. I kind of was like, you know, I don't know how much we're actually gonna Gotta run up the score, but running up the score, it's fun. Oh my god. Got it out. Shouldn't have. I've got a lot of weird, fun plays here. I really do want to stat pad. Termel Hills can't hang on to it. We're not punting. We don't punt to FCS teams. Commentators they're questioning us. What the hell was that? Hit the wrong button. It's okay. It's okay. I knew we'd get the ball back. I knew the defense had our back. It's okay. Troy Barnes looking to find some more big plays here. You know what I realized we have not been doing? We've not been doing basically any hot routes. No hot routes today. I feel like we're usually using hot routes fairly frequently. And that's just not a good throw. Just not a good throw. Okay, so Clemson LSU. Oh, they call pass interference. Okay, sweet. Thanks for the bailout. Appreciate it. So that's the game. That's the game you're looking forward to. How about fantasy chat? Tanner, you play any fantasy football? I'm getting so excited for draft season. I'm in too many leagues. Do some Dynasty football. I have a ton of fun with that. Spend way too much time. Your team's hot track. You already drafted? Is this Dynasty or is this redraft? Sticky Nicky. Go up and get it, big fella. Nope. Tons of upside, but that's it. Redraft. Who you got? Who was like your first few picks? Oh, what a catch. What a catch, Maurice Angel. 6 for 131 today. Yeah, who were your first 3 picks? Have you won your... You know damn well... This is bullying, chat. We gotta report him. Report Alexander. Alexander and I play... We've been... CMC, G&T, Tyreek, Kittle, 8-man. Okay. Some upside there. A little age. There's some upside. But, Chad, you need to understand. Alexander absolutely bullying me right now. We've been playing in a league together that I believe it's in its 17th year. We've been playing the same league for 17 years. And, I am the commissioner. I put it together when I was in grade school. Oh, so long ago. That's a horrible throw. They dropped the pick. I'm not really paying attention. But we started this league 17 years ago, commissioner. And yes, I have never won the league. I'm ringless in this dynasty. I'm ringless in this 17-year-long fantasy football league. But I like to say sports is just endless pain, navigating through the pain. I'm aware the clock is running down, chat. We're going for it. I don't care. I don't care. Running the football. It's tough. Going 17 years in a league that you are the commissioner of, but haven't won. It's just... It's kind of a modified redraft, so you get to keep 3 players each year at 1 round above their draft cost. So let's say, and you can always keep your first rounder for a first rounder, but you draft somebody in the 3rd round, you keep them in the 2nd round. Dudes in the league work for ESPN or computer companies. Look, here's the thing, Alexander. The real issue that we have is that I am so busy. We do an in-person draft every year. It's a whole thing. I'm so focused on running the draft, making sure everybody's having a good time, filling up the beers, getting the food. I'm making an excuse here for sure, but I think this year we're changing things. There's going to be no help from me. You're going to have to do everything yourself. I think we might bench Troy soon and put in Bernie just so Troy doesn't get injured at all. That's in the cards. Trammell Hills, I mean, too easy. Troy's got 335. Troy's got 335. He is cooking. Cooking up a good time. What's y'all's bigger sleeper? I know ball, not fantasy football. Yeah, they are definitely different things. I feel torn. My obligation to you, the viewer, Tanner Bradshaw, and my obligation to beat Ball Alexander in fantasy football, given that we haven't drafted yet and won't for a couple weeks. I will give you... Do I try and throw him off the scent and give you bad advice, or do I give you my legitimate advice, but potentially also put him on the trail as well? Here, how about this? If you've already done your draft, Tanner Bradshaw, read off some of the top guys that are on any Packers player. Big Packers homer over here. Mike White nails it. Tanner, tell me who some of the top projected players on the waivers are. I'll give you my recommendation for who I think you should pick up. We'll do that. Okay. What we're going to do, we're going to continue the next moment. We're going to play one more offensive drive and then probably just sim this out. And we're going to protect Troy. Free agents. Yeah, you said that like whoever's on your waiver or whatever. Because if you already drafted, then my best helpful advice to you will be who I think you should scoop off the waiver wire. This is my happy medium, so I don't give my draft strategy away completely to Ball Alexander, but so I can still help you out. I do listen to a lot of draft podcasts during work. Run the QB, run. Yeah, we'll do that. I know that's not what you meant right there. There we go. A little crack sweep action. I know you said you got to take it all the way to the outside, yeah? Oh, God. I don't think I followed the blocks very well there at all. Not good. Not good. But yeah, Tanner, when you get the chance, pull up your free agents. I'll give you one of the sleepers that I've heard. And then you'll look super smart in front of your league mates. Or super dumb, and you can blame me. You say this streamer told me that I should pick him up, and he sucked, and and I never watched the streams again. Wow, that was. See, Bernie comes in for one drive, and he's already thrown a pick. We're going to jump ahead. Let's just jump ahead to the next quarter, see what happens. Jump ahead to... we'll jump ahead to the end of the game. Prediction, no longer in my hands, in the hands of the CPU. Oh my goodness, we put up 69 in a game. 69, nice. Can I get a nice in the chat? I don't know if we've ever scored that many. I don't even care, it's FCS team. 69 points, 446 yards passing. It was going to be 400. It was going to be 400 yards. Torn between Christian Kirk and Jerome Ford. I don't know if Kirk is going to beat out... I mean, Kirk might play the slot, but I think Jaden Higgins is going to be... in two wide receiver sets across from Nico Collins. So, I don't know. It depends on if you're playing a PPR league, if you're looking for upside. Jaden Higgins could sneakily steal. I heard that he was running as the second receiver on the outside. Don't know if that's still true, but that's my little tip for you there. Jerome Ford's good. I mean, that running back room is super murky. I don't think Judkins is going to play a single snap this season. Dylan Sampson, obviously interesting. Ford, I don't know how good the Browns are going to be, and if I'm targeting a murky backfield, I want it to be on a good team. I'm not really interested in like a murky backfield on a bad team, because those guys aren't going to score touchdowns. And that's ultimately, at the end of the day, very key. Okay, so Alexander, okay, total fire tokens. Did you get... I don't think it's working with points. I didn't get anything. I don't understand what's going on, because I feel like we've had the predictions work before. I mean, could it be that we need people on either side and you just steal the points of whoever votes the opposite way? Maybe. Besides what I submitted earlier. Yeah, I don't know why that's not working. Yeah, it's saying the return ratio is 1-to-1. It's not what we want. I'm gonna have to look into that between streams, figure out if there's a way if I can set some sort of default to get, you know? So something that you just get. I want you have to get something for betting, for making a prediction, because otherwise what's the point of risking channel points? It's a bummer that is broken. So Bernie goes 3 for 5 for 106 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was just chucking it deep. Troy goes 24 for 36, 340 through the air. We don't rush for very much. Veal goes for 11 for 68. He's got 2 touchdowns, though. Stoke and Troy Barnes each get 1. Oh, my God. Tramel Hills, 10 for 201. 3 touchdowns. Maurice Angel, 7 for 144 and a touchdown. Sticky Nicky, he doesn't get very involved in this game. 2 for 62 for a touchdown. But, man, Tramel Hills, that's his best game. Jerry Jeudy... It's interesting, because my strategy for running backs versus wide receivers is a little different. Wide receivers, if I think the talent is there, I don't mind taking the shot. I think it's different. It's hard to produce as a running back on a bad offense. Not necessarily the same for wide receivers. I mean, I'm not saying Jerry Jeudy is Malik Neighbors, but I mean, just look at that last season, right? Giants were a pretty poor offense, but Malik Neighbors still got him done. He was a dog. I mean, look, I think Jerry Jeudy could be very nice. He's not high. He's not a high cost player, so you don't have to pay a lot to pick him up in drafts. And I mean, I even think if you are looking at somebody like Cedric Tillman, David Njoku could be a very nice play. All these guys that are pretty low cost, but could return something very good. Interested in those kinds of guys for sure. Zeke Karomo looks like he got injured. See that little injury symbol? 2 TFLs. JJ Smith, 2 TFLs. Kostrewa, he gets into the game, I think possibly after the Zeke Karomo injury. He gets a TFL. Ren, Shields, and Dog do. JJ Smith with 2 sacks. Sterling Nix in his return to UAB after testing the transfer portal. He gets an INT. And just, I mean... That's how you got to play an FCS team, you know? You don't put them on the schedule. I just kept them on there because I wanted the space to mess around with things. I might go back to the UAB playbook just because I'm more familiar with it. I don't know what I liked better though. I just feel like I know the plays in the UAB playbook, and that might be needed for us to keep cooking. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We're up to number 18. You can see our defensive rating went down, so I'm imagining we lost some players to injury. Freeman, Landry, and Hardrick are all 5 stars getting closer to committing here. That's huge. That's huge. Oh, man. We're playing at Clemson. Of course, they didn't start the season ranked. They're now ranked. Let's check the injury report. Garrison Provo, our left guard, torn pec. He's out 34 weeks. Yeah, well, Tanner Bradshaw, stick around for a second. I don't think we're going to play this next game. If you want some extra channel points, we're going to raid somebody that's still alive. If you stick around, we'll raid. You'll get your channel points. Hopefully you stick around, stay high to whoever we ride. We're just kind of pass it forward. But yeah, it's late here too. It's almost 1 a.m. So I think I'm going to call it here. Thank you to everybody who came in and watched the stream today, everybody who followed, Dry Cactus for the bits, Baked Tato, or Baked Taco for the raid again. So we're going to pay that forward. Let's raid somebody who is rebuilding. I always like to find somebody who is doing a rebuild. We're going to rebuild Boss Ross. If you stick around, you'll get some channel points here. And just enjoy. Thank you again for sticking around. We had a great time. We'll be back here tomorrow to take on Clemson. And be well. Be well.